Hello. Another late night video because, I usually don't work in the evenings and on the weekends, but like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There's a lot of work to do, a lot of mixes to do, and next week I'm gonna take a week off, as I said. So I gotta be prepared. I promised the family to really take a week off this time. I'm not really good at taking vacations, so this time it's gonna happen. So I'm still here at the studio very late, but it's all fun and good. So I love what I do. Anyway, today's video is something I really, really want to share because it made me think today, and it was so good to read that. So I do not only mix songs, but I also coach people all the time. And when I do that, one of the first things, or actually the first real thing that we do in the program, is I make people fill out an assessment, answer questions about where they are right now, where they want to be, what their biggest struggles are. We do some of that in our free first coaching calls that I always offer. By the way, if you want one of those, go to the selfrecordingband.com/call and we can have a completely free first coaching session. There's that, but like some of that we do in these sessions, but then we also have this assessment so that I can dive even deeper into some of the things and get the answers in writing so that I can then prepare the best possible program for the person that I'm working with and get to the core of some of the issues and like dig deeper, and so that's super important. And anyway, but one of the questions that I ask is, what's the number one thing that fascinates you about music? And today I read through one of these assessments, and the answer was so good. The answer was, it triggers. So again, the question is, what's the number one thing that fascinates you about music? And the answer was, it triggers my imagination to experience things beyond the physical realm. It emotionally charges me, and it is the root of some of the greatest and happiest times of my life. That is so good, because think about that for a moment. Think about the power your music has on the influence your music can have on other people. It can literally change lives. When people say things like, music is the root of some of the greatest and happiest times of my life, it triggers my imagination to experience things beyond the physical realm, and it emotionally charges me. Like, this is so important and so powerful, and we sometimes forget about those things. So, and think about it, like when you listen to music, the only real reason why humans listen to music the only real reasons are that, like, they want to escape reality for a moment, maybe, or like they want to experience things. They want to trigger their imagination, as this person here put it. They want to feel something, so they listen to music so that the music makes them feel something, or they want to relive a certain moment. They want to go back to a certain time. They have these nostalgic thoughts, these memories that they want to feel again, the feelings that they had in a certain moment in their life, and they want to bring that up again. That is actually the most common thing, I think. I think we always want to, like, we learn different emotions and and how to handle different situations, and we have good times and bad times. And in our memory, like, there are all these experiences, and the older we get, the more of those we have. And I think when we listen to music or look at art, what really happens is we bring back those moments. We connect the piece of art, the music, or whatever, the picture we're looking at, we connect that with something we've already experienced at some point, and we want to relive that moment, or we want to feel again what we felt in that moment. So you sometimes maybe want to listen to a sad song, so then all the sad memories come up, and you start crying. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, because it feels good to do that. It feels good after you've done it. Like, crying is not fun, but like after you've done it, you typically feel better. It's a relief, right? Or if you um or you want to remember a good time and you want to be really happy, and the music makes you think of that. Or you want to get in the mood for something. The sun is out, and you're getting in your car, and you're driving somewhere fun, and it's like, and you want to have the soundtrack to that, right? But still, you probably connect that to some memory that you have of another time in your life, or of a could even be a movie that you've seen, or a story somebody told you, and the way you felt when you've heard this the first time, you want to feel that again when you listen to that piece of music. Anyway, music is very, very powerful, and when you create music, be aware that you can do that to other people. And I think we always have to keep that in mind, that this is what it is about. I hope that all makes sense. It just made me think, and it's so, so, so important, because you can make the most sophisticated song, and you can write something really complex and complicated, and you can like something really sophisticated musically, but it is all for nothing. It doesn't matter if this doesn't happen, right? If the people listening to that song are not feeling a certain way, or are not experiencing any of those things, then I just wonder what it is all for. So, it's like it's fascinating for sure to listen to some of this type of music, but it's not the type of music that people want to listen over and over again, or that people use in certain moments, or that people go back to recreate a certain feeling or something. These are the much, much stronger musical pieces, the much stronger songs. Everything else is impressive, but it's like similar to watching someone solve a complex math problem, for example. Like, it's impressive. Like, I like to watch that. I like to see people do crazy things like that, but it's not what I go to when I want to experience a certain feeling, or when I want to be happy, or uh, remember a sad moment, or whatever feeling I want to have, or or when I'm feeling a certain way already, and I want to even like reinforce that, or yeah, whatever we do when we listen to music. Like, that's not the type of music then I go to. Or that's not the type of content I watch, or you know. So I don't use math problems to get emotional, and so I wouldn't listen to a very complex, very sophisticated song that has no emotional impact on me, but is just very impressive to listen to. You know. So where did I want to go with all this? I don't know. I just read this. It really made me think, and I think it's an important discussion to have, or not discussion to have. It's an important thing to remember when we make music, like how powerful music is. Maybe think about why you actually listen to music yourself. What the point is of all of that, and you can like double check if your music has the potential of doing that to other people. I guess you should double check that, or you should show it to people and see if what you hope happens, or what you hope would happen, actually happens. Like, do people react emotional to your songs in some way, shape, or form? It doesn't always have to be about happy or sad, by the way. It can be angry, it can be, all kinds of things, but just does it do something with people? So yeah, this was a great thing to read today. And this is what's so fun about this job also, like working with these different types of artists from all over the world, and like seeing, like learning how they experience music, why it is so meaningful to them. This is such a fulfilling thing, honestly, that yeah, it's so cool. Really, it's so cool. Anyway, have a great day, night, morning, whatever you're having, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.